Greetings! If you're new here, my name is Nikki. Welcome to my channel where we get nerdy. If you haven't figured it out by looking at my reading journal and some of my prompts for Tabrinko, I'm a huge K-pop fan. Today we're doing the BTS Book Tag. This is a book tag based off from BTS songs. There was another one based off from the members, but maybe I'll do that one for a different time. Question number 1. DNA. Name a book that started your love for reading. And I'm honestly going to go with Reflection by Elizabeth Lim. It's a Disney Twisted Tales retelling that the question is, what if Mulan had to go to the underworld? And it reignited my love for reading because there was a huge chunk of time where I took a hiatus, and that just brought everything back. Question number 2. Mic drop. Name a hyped book that deserves the hype. I don't think I can pick just one book, so I'm going to go with a series, and that's Percy Jackson. I think that Rick Riordan totally brought in a new generation of readers with that series. Same with Heroes of Olympus, Magnus Chase, Kane Chronicles, the whole Rick Riordan verse. Fake love. Name a book or character that you used to love but now dislike. I'm probably going to get so much hate for this because I used to sing praises about this series. And that's Audrey Rose from Stalking Jack the Ripper. I love the series. I love Thomas Cresswell. I love the other characters. Just sometimes Audrey, if you have not read the books, they're great books. Just the "I'm not like other girls" trope is insufferable. I don't care which girl it is, because apparently they're all not like other girls, which makes them all the same. Rant over. Number 4, let go. Name a book or series that you are sad to see end. And I'm going to go with The Witchlands. The Witchlands last book is projected to come out next summer, and I'm not ready for it. Like, I really want to know what's going on in the world, but I do not want it to end. I am in love with these characters so much, and I'm not ready to not have them anymore. Number 5, Serendipity. A book or series that makes you feel warm and happy. For me, I'm going to have to go with a book you don't know that I've read. I'm going to go with The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. I absolutely love this book. It is so stinking cute, and all of the science terms makes my nerdy heart so happy. So I'm definitely going to have to go with that. For sure. Number 6, Euphoria. Name a book that makes you feel nostalgic. A book that makes me feel nostalgic. That's so hard. Probably an anthology of Edgar Allan Poe. I remember reading them in 8th grade. Like, we read 8 Chained Orangutans, Telltale Heart, The Cask of Amontillado. I can never say that name. I'll put it here. That word. The Raven, Annabelle Lee. And that kind of like opened up my love for creative writing, was when we did those. Next, we have Run, your favorite coming of age novel. I don't know. I'm so bad at being able to pick out themes and tropes in books. Like, unless it's the blatantly obvious ones like Enemies to Lovers or The Chosen One, I never know it's a coming of age novel. I don't pay attention to that at all. Maybe Heroes of Olympus. I mean, because they're all like actually coming of age. Like, they're around that age, the characters are. Number 8, I Need You. Name a book you are dying to read. And that's honestly going to be a pretty easy one. Pandora's Jar by Natalie Haynes. It is going to be so nice to read some feminist mythology. I don't even know if we want to call them retellings or not, but definitely for sure Pandora's Jar. Number 9, Epiphany. Name a book or series that made you realize something about yourself. And I'm going to have to go with I Want to Die, but I Want to Eat Tteokbokki. Reading that book, even though it is a short book, I have never annotated a book so much in my life. And I even recommended it to my counselor because I figured she would appreciate having the client's perspective in response to a therapist's perspective. It made me realize how some of the traits I have can be kind of toxic to myself. All right, this one I'm going to have to read off the page because it's long. Number 10, 21st Century Girl. What bookish tropes concerning women would you like to change to improve female representation in literature? The refrigerator trope. I am over using women characters to progress the male character story. Whether you kill her off to make it so he, wants revenge and all that stuff, or her just be a plot convenience, I'm over it. Figure something else out in your books. It's getting old. Same when they do it with a person of color. Figure something else out. Stop killing off people just to further the plot of somebody else, especially women and people of color. Number 11, Save Me. What is one fictional character you would like to bring back to life? Can I say the dogs and Where the Red Fern Grows? Can I just make them immortal? Is that okay? When I read that book, what was it, last year? For my husband's top 3 books. Oh, that killed me. That drove a stake in my heart and twisted. So I want to save the dogs from Where the Red Fern Grows. I know they're not people, but I'm making the exception. Number 12, Best of Me. What is one story that will always stick with you? That is a fantastic question. Hi, Moosey. A book that will always stick with me will most likely be The Wisdom of Horrors by Elizabeth Pisani. And I say this because I had an uncle that passed away from complications of HIV/AIDS. So when I read that book in college, it struck home for me in a way I didn't expect it to. That was a very important book to me. Still is. I read it in college and I got rid of my copy because somebody else was taking the class, so I sold my copy to them. And then my 30th birthday, my friend bought me the book because she thought I would like to read it, not realizing I had already read it. Lastly is Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Name a book that it took everything in you to finish. And I'm going to say Ender's Game. Ugh. I understand it is a beloved sci-fi, modern classic, but I could not stand Ender's Game. It took way too long to get to a point that it grabbed me, and then it was too short because it peaked then down. It wasn't a gradual thing. It just went up, down, and it took way too long to get up. Like the video if you did. Comment down below your answers to these questions, and if you are a BTS fan, who is your bias? I'll give you a hint. Mine's the rap line. I can't pick between the 3 of them. And subscription and subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, until next time, you are loved and you are valid.